fastest, most athletic kid that I've coached.
I played basketball, football, baseball.
As a sophomore, he didn't play JV, he played varsity right away, and that's pretty uncommon at a 5A school.
Made state in every sport.
We always tried to get the ball in his hands as much as we could because he could make a lot of plays.
The schools that were showing interest were, top Division I football colleges: Nebraska, Michigan, Northwestern, Ohio, New Mexico. I think I became a little prideful. I became, okay, it's going to be handed to me on a silver platter here. You got the talent, obviously, you have opportunity. All I felt I had to do was just live life. My goals and my dreams were to play football, Division I college, possibly pro. I played with guys that are in the NFL right now that I consider myself to be a lot better than.
There's no limit to how good he could have been. I mean, he was a phenomenal athlete.
If it wasn't for drinking, my life would have went smooth as can be. But because I chose to drink, drinking brought so many other complications with family and the team getting kicked off, and my grades and relationships with friends and girlfriends. I had a good girlfriend that I lost because she said, make a choice, Gabe. Either you drink and hang out with your friends, or you be with me and we have a good relationship. And all right, well, I'll see you later then. My heart was set on partying and drinking. The first time I started drinking was at a little get-together of just some close friends. Alcohol wasn't intended to be there. One of the other players on the team's older brother had bought some vodka and took it over there to just see who wanted to try it. Me being the rebel, or whatever you want to call it, the show-off that I was the one that said, oh, let me do it, I'll try it. I drank, got drunk. The first time was a mistake, second time was a habit.
He was a guy that all the kids in our team and all the kids at Monsanto really looked up to.
My friends, yeah, they're your buddies in the time. They're the ones telling you, let's go drink, let's go party, I got your back, whatever. Those were the people I was trying to please. I felt like almost obligated to give in to that, and okay, this is who I am. This is what I'm supposed to be doing as a student athlete in high school.
Everybody on any team's a leader, whether they're leading in a positive way or leading in a negative way. He was definitely a leader in a positive way by his athletic ability. Unfortunately, when you have someone that has great athletic ability, but they're not doing the right things as far as working hard in practice, as far as doing the right things away from the school setting, he wasn't doing those things.
After the games was a big time to go out and drink and party, and if I had a good game or something, let's go, everybody. Come on, Gabe, let's go. They wanted to be my friend.
The people you surround yourself with are, going to create the habits that you're going to create, which you're going to create the person you are.
When I look back at the time, as far as the pressure goes of my friends and all that, it was tremendous. If you know it's wrong, why go ahead and do it for other people? They're not the ones going to be with you through your whole life. The time that I started using was about the same time that I was becoming a pretty successful high school athlete. And as the drinking progressed, my athletic performance was kind of going, down. I pulled a hamstring one time because I was dehydrated, stayed up that night before drinking. And I know it was the alcohol. Alcohol dehydrates you pretty bad. And at one point I tried to find a balance. Well, if I drink more water and I work out harder, and I can drink on the weekends or do this and that, but alcohol, it made my joints hurt, my knees, for no reason, and I knew that's what it was. There's nothing that you can do to make up for the alcohol deterioration or what it causes to the body. I could accomplish so much more. I know I could have. remember that night, it was, clear as crystal. My buddy had asked me to go help move him to his new apartments, and anytime him and I got together, it always involved drinking. I feel bad for my mother. I mean, her house was just like a pit stop for me. I'd go shower, clean up, and eat, and just sleep. My mom, she tried to take the keys that night, and I wasn't hearing it, so I grabbed the keys, I remember, and I took off out the door, and I met up with some friends, went and bought a bottle and a 30-pack, went bar hopping for the rest of the night, and at the last bar that we stopped at, I was already 30 minutes away from my house. I remember hearing people telling me, "Gabe, come on, you're too drunk. Give us the keys." And when I drink, it's like talking to a wall. I mean, I'm not hearing anything. I'm 10 feet tall and bulletproof. I really thought I was Superman. I tell a lot of the kids that I talk to, I'm in prison for the things I didn't get caught for. I'm in prison for getting away with so much and not ever having to suffer any sort of consequences. But I wasn't hearing it that night, so I took my keys and told my buddy, get in the car, it's time to go home, I'm tired. It's time to go home and wake up to some Thanksgiving and turkey. It's just 2 in the morning, and there's not too many cars out, so I figured I could make it home. The next thing I remember was I woke up to the sound of my grandma's voice, and she said in a real sad voice, "Gabe, you killed 3 people. Waylon's in a coma. They don't know if he's gonna make it." Don't say that, Grandma. Just let me get up. I want to go home.
When I heard the tragic news of the accident, I wasn't surprised because I knew of the alcohol abuse issues that he has gone through. But he's not the type of kid that you'd picture in prison, because he's not a malicious kid, he's not a mean kid, he's a very nice kid.
I was able to walk. I wanted to go. I ripped all the tubes out of me or whatever I had to do. I said, let's go home. They actually released me from the hospital right then and there. So I went home that day, and the truth is, what really happened, I killed 3 men in a car accident on Thanksgiving Day. I took 3 men from their family, and the thing was that they were doing the right thing by calling a taxi cab because they were at the bar drinking and they had too much to drink and they couldn't drive. Because I still made the wrong choice, they had to pay for it. It's my grandma, it's my grandpa. They brought me up with strong morals and values, the people that made me who I am, the people that were trying to get me to go down the right path. They took it real hard at first. I mean, they were just crushed. It breaks my heart now because they were the people that I would push away from my friends for the people that didn't care. I feel really disappointed, as their grandchild, for them to see me in this sort of environment, in this situation. It's no one's place to take responsibility over other people's lives. I mean, I have to live with this for the rest of my life. I really hope that whoever hears this snaps and says, that could be my life. There's just one choice from being where I'm at. You're one choice from the rest of your life, and it really is just that quick. Never thought in a million years that I'd be responsible for 3 lives and doing a 18-year sentence for homicide. Every day I wake up, I have to think about, why I'm here. You just very well better believe that you can be sitting where I'm at, wearing oranges, doing live. I don't get to make the choice of showering by myself or even having any alone time. I mean, there's no privacy whatsoever. It's just so much to to this life compared to the life of, you know, the free world. I mean, the life where you have choices to make. 98% of these guys in here for drinking and drugging, and it's a demon. I mean, it's an addiction that destroys lives. It does no good. Weigh out your options. Is it worth it? No. I'll tell you right now, it's not worth it. What's one night of partying and having fun compared to a successful life, something you want to accomplish, your goals, your dreams? Everybody has a unique skill and purpose in life, everyone, and everybody needs to pursue that. But when you throw drugs and alcohol into the mix, you can't do it.
Hopefully someone that's watching this video will see that I need to change some things I knew. I need to put some perspective to my life to where, you know, I can be successful without having to learn tough lessons like this.
As an athlete, if you're planning on playing a sport, being healthy, I mean, unless you want to suffer injury or not play to your full potential, alcohol is just not in the cards for you. There's no reason why you can't start making better choices today. You might not change overnight, but you can start making those better choices today.
If you want to be successful, you've got to do the things successful people do, and that means disciplining yourself to stay away from alcohol, drugs, and things that can deter you.
These kids can make such a huge difference in society. If they could just start making better choices with the pressures of their peers and drinking. You are responsible just for your own actions in your own life, but you can take it so much further in making a difference in other people's lives. Just tell the guy that's too drunk, you know, sometimes you might have to take force and they'll thank you later, but it's not worth it. If you can save a life, it's worth more than you could ever ask for it.